Hey everybody, good evening. I just wanted to talk about the April solar eclipse. I'm sure most, if not all of you, have been hearing about the hoopla. Now, eclipses are always very popular, okay? You'll hear about on the news and in articles, written articles and stuff like that. But this one is kind of special, the April eclipse. April 8th eclipse 2024 solar, full solar. It's kind of special uh, because I have never heard of the National Guard coming out for the event to make sure that crowds don't get out of control. I've been hearing that in certain places that the children are not, they don't have to go to school that day. And it's only supposedly crossing certain states, or should I say certain cities. Now, the main city I keep hearing about is Chicago. Anyway, a lot of New Agers and Bible thumpers are talking about this eclipse coming up. All right. So let's go to the Bible thumpers. I was listening to well, this one wasn't, the first one isn't a Bible thumper. The first one is a metaphysician into metaphysics and spirituality and stuff like that. His name is The Conscious One. That's the name of his channel, and he made a video about this April 8th, 2024 eclipse 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And it just popped up on my feed and I watched it. And I wasn't really into it that much, but he was kind of like, talking about how this eclipse would be a bit special and what we could expect, blah, blah, blah. You know, I listened to other YouTube videos, looked up some articles on Google, and, just a lot of things people are saying, like the metaphysicians, people into metaphysics and spirituality is talking about it's a sign that our 400-year Israelite oppression is over. The grid is getting ready to go down right after. You better stock up on your food and your water and your candles and your flashlights and on and on. And then you have, I said the Bible thumpers, but I'm going to talk about this one YouTube uh, called Mark the Messenger. Mark the Messenger. And I agree with his take the most. I agree with his take more than anyone that I've ever heard. So far, I've ever heard so far. He said that this whole hoopla around this particular eclipse is a false flag. It's a false flag. That's it. He was like, ain't nothing gonna happen. That day is just gonna come and go, and people are getting riled up for nothing. Now, like I said, I agree with him, but I'm gonna add a little bit to it, a little bit more to it. I say the same thing as him. It's just a red flag. Now, he mentioned scriptures because a lot of people are coming, people coming from the Bible, he mentioned scriptures about it. So he talked about how the Bible mentions 3 days and 3 nights of darkness, and he said that's not true, it's not biblical. And then he mentioned Matthew 16:4, where it states that this wicked generation will seek after a sign. No sign shall be given. And he was saying, this is this wicked generation. And he went to Jeremiah 10:2, where it says, be not dismayed by the signs of the heavens. Now, there is a lot more to those scriptures. You will need to read them yourselves. I just kind of paraphrase things. But I feel the same way. I feel like I'm gonna go to a passage, a scripture passage that I can't remember what verse and what chapter. Please forgive me. Um, but it has what does it say? Okay. If you want to know when things are getting ready to go down, this is how I see it. When they say peace, then there shall be sudden destruction. It's not when they say, "Oh, look at the sky," or "Oh, the lights went out today." Um, look at the ground. What's going on in the water? It's not any of that. It's just when they say everything is perfect, we're okay, we're on our feet, is when things are going to get really bad. That's what I believe. So I'm with the brother. I think this is a red flag. Also, I feel like it's a ploy by the government to get people to spend unnecessary money. Now let me just put it out there. You should be stocked up on food and water. And don't forget the dogs and the cats and whatever else you got. You need to take care of them, be responsible. You should already have like 3 months of that, 3 to 6 months, if not more, stacked up. But that's not the purpose. They're not just trying to get you prepared. They're trying to get you to spend money because the economy is bad. Businesses are going out of business. Corporations are closing down. Bed and Bath, Dollar General, and I've heard of so many stores. Banks are going under. The economy is in bad shape. It's in bad shape. So they're doing this to try to go out to make people get up and spend some extra money to help the economy out. They're gonna keep doing stuff like this. They're gonna keep pumping fear into society, into to the people, so they can get us to open our wallets and pay them and get unnecessary stuff and unnecessarily riled up, and you know what I'm saying. That's a fear is an energy that these vampires can feed off of. They feed off fear, so you want to be very careful with that. They call it loosh. So some people are saying that they're gonna fast for April the 8th. I might do that anyway, too, because anyway I've started to fast more because of my health issues. So I got to get that down pat, get off these medications. Um, the best way I know to do is to fast. So I'm on a fast kick anyway. Nothing wrong with fasting and praying that day. Um, People are saying that they're being told not to go out. And I think that the National Guard coming out is absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they are really pushing the buck. They know that they need this society, this economy is drowning. They need to for y'all to kick out some dollars, and that's what this is all about. Like I said, they're gonna keep doing that. They're gonna keep messing with us like that. So it's really an interesting time that we are living in. Um, we have to stay prayed up and we have to stay protected. Get you some Palo Santo and some sage, meditate, pray, get into groups and pray and talk about the things that are happening. It's time to pay attention. It's just too much going on today. And you don't want to be lost in the crowd that ends up tricked and fooled and, used and abused. You don't want to, I know I don't. I don't. So I believe the same thing that Mark was saying. This is just a red flag. Um, People are saying all kind of stuff, bringing up the Simpsons and things like that. I remember in previous years, I used to try to watch the eclipses, but they say that you're not supposed to look at the eclipses. They say you're not supposed to look at that. Um, yeah, I've been I've been hearing that a lot. And I don't really pay super attention to eclipses, but I have when I've had the when I remembered to get up or whatever. If I wasn't at work, I would try to watch the eclipses. But now that's what I'm hearing. So hearing a lot, you don't know what to believe. And I don't know what else to say about that eclipse. I kind of feel that I agree with all of it. I agree with the biblical stance. I agree with the spiritual community's stance, and I have my own opinion. I have my own stance. And I believe that it's going to be just another day. The day is going to pass. And if you get into all the hoopla and the madness, your pockets are just going to be lighter. That's all. So thank you all for listening. Um, Please like and share my video. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be bringing much more content to you and get a little bit better at bringing it to you. And once again, thank you. Good night. Peace.